A Christian, as I said, believes that Jesus died for them. A disciple lives as if they died with Christ on the cross. Think about a sports fan. A fan wears the team's jersey. They cheer loudly. They know all the stats, but they never, ever step on that field. A disciple is not a fan. It's a player in the game. Jesus doesn't want just admirers. He wants followers. A few months ago, one of my volunteer chaplains, Oscar Good, had a heart attack. He was at home alone and realized what was happening, and he called 911 himself. About the time the ambulance arrived, he went into cardiac arrest, meaning his heart stopped pumping. He remembers seeing from above the EMTs working on him in the ambulance, doing CPR. He then remembers no more about what went on. He doesn't remember the drive to the hospital, being in the ER, going to the cath lab. He doesn't remember all the times they lost a pulse and they had to shock him or do CPR. What he remembers at that point is seeing incredibly radiant colors. He described it like colors he had never seen on earth, brighter and more beautiful than anything he had ever seen. He doesn't remember seeing a bright light or a tunnel or anything like that, but he remembers hearing beautiful music, praise and worship kind of music. But it's not like anything he had ever heard on earth. And then he remembers seeing Jesus. And he heard Jesus say to him, "I'm not ready for you yet, but I have a message I want you to tell my children." And this is the line that he heard. "When I go into my house, it breaks my heart because I cannot see myself." Isn't that sad? My question for us is, if Jesus walked in our church today, would he recognize himself? Would he see himself reflected in us? Honestly, I believe he would. I believe he would see our signs out front. I would believe he would hear what we say about everyone having a place at the table. I believe he would see himself in our music, in the way we greet one another,